month she had her vitamin D level, and she was at 8.
Yeah.
And now she's at, ready?
Yeah.
47.
Oh my goodness, that's incredible.
Isn't that great?
That is absolutely well done, Chrissy. That's just incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Here's what's I think even more astounding is now she's got a doctor who's a believer, or at least is now going to probably spend some time learning about what she did.
Fabulous.
She says her doctor is now a believer, and he said he's going to go straight home to research a whole food, plant-based lifestyle. He said if it gives results like that, he's on board to offer it to many patients. So that's our goal.
That is just fantastic.
That's our goal, is to be part of our little part to help get the message out. All the research has been done. We know what needs to happen. And now we just need to help kind of push that message out there, right? Help push it out there and get more people.
That is just brilliant. I'm so pleased. Chrissy, that's just incredible. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely wonderful. I'm so pleased for you. That's really good. I think I'm going to hop onto your channel because there's nobody on my channel. They're probably all on your channel, aren't they?
I have 14.
You have 14. And
It's been slow, but
it's been slow. They're all getting ready for the game, are they? Haven't you got a big game going on?
Not at 2:30.
Not at 2:30. Oh, right.
2:30 on a Wednesday.
Oh, yes, of course it's Wednesday, isn't it? Because our football games start at about 2 or 3 o'clock. Oh, I'm just trying to grab the table. Wink's been in his shed. I've come home to all the curtains open and the house dark, and Finion's starving, and he's made me a cup of tea and he's disappeared back down the shed. So I said I would be on at 8:45 because I thought it would take me that long, but I've rushed around like an Egypt, and I'm here.
Wonderful. Well, we're glad to have you.
Yes. Oh, that's so amazing. Chrissy must be just absolutely thrilled to bits.
I think she's very excited, and I think that that the fact that she was able to just make some dietary changes and fix a problem that her doctors couldn't fix with expensive vitamin compounds, she was able to fix just by changing her diet.
Yeah.
If any one thing encapsulates what we're all about, that's it right there.
Yeah, it is.
That we can be healthier. We don't have to have medications to be healthier, right?
No.
We just need to eat right and stop eating wrong. More,
That is such amazing proof, and I hope everyone's absolutely thrilled and like all excited. Hi, Debs babes, how you doing? I got 2 on now.
I'm glad you're here because I have to take a break. So excuse me for just a moment. I'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. I'm so sorry I'm late. I didn't realise. Normally I finish at about 5:36. And I had to my parents are flying back from Australia. They'll arrive really early tomorrow morning. So I had to go and get them some groceries and just make sure the house was okay for them and everything. And my car was parked miles away, so I had to do the shopping, then I had to hoof off, and I didn't finish work till 7. And then I had to drive back and fly through the door. And, so I was in my car when I put that little message. So, it's nice of them to come home to a nice warm house with some provisions after being away since the 12th of December. So I hadn't planned on finishing work so late, but everything's good. I'm here now, and sorry for the delay. There's another 2 on. Say hi. Everyone that's on, let me say hello to you, and thank you so much for coming on. Oh, and Robin's on. Hi, Robin, sweetheart. No, my phone is, I got an email today saying I have to go at 4:50, so rush hour, nightmare journey to Watford, where one of our lovelies lives. And I have to go through the Genius Bar and do the thing. So obviously, my manager didn't win the argument with the store. So yeah, no phone till Thursday evening, and it's a real nuisance because you can't get WhatsApp on the iPad. So I don't even know if my parents have contacted me to ask me to put the heating on or to do anything. So I can't. I'm just completely out of contact. So I can't ring anyone and do anything. It feels really weird. Yeah, it'll be a brand new iPhone 7 Plus that I will get, so it'll be all shiny and new.
Yay.
So that's good. Hi, Robin, sweetheart. That you must be so amazed at that. I'm like, absolutely. I'm going to go to this Dr. Now thing. Oh, Wink hasn't shut the curtains, so I'm on view for the whole street. I'm going to send him a message and ask him to do the curtains for me. He's so disobedient. Wink. Please will you come and shut the curtains for me, darling? XX. Right, he might see that. He's been working on his guitar, and I have to say, he's got the neck all rounded beautifully, and he's cut this little bone nut out for it, and it looks absolutely incredible. So he's just going to be Mr. Unstoppable, Mr. Don't eat, don't drink, don't do anything until he's done it. No, I still don't have a refrigerator, Debs. My refrigerator, I don't know if Wink's supposed to have spoken to John Lewis today, who's the department store who are supplying it. And we're going for a Saturday delivery because I don't want to have to not work all day. So it looks like it's not coming till a week on Saturday. So luckily it's cold outside and my veg are doing well in the garden. Just have to keep them out of the way of the pigs. But yeah, no, it's all a bit horrible in the fridge because it's not working. But yeah, we're managing. We're managing. Thanks for asking, Debs. Have you got your fridge yet? Hey Joe, how you doing? Hi Madge, how you doing? You live in Watford, don't you, Madge? What are you doing on Thursday? Because I'm heading to Apple in Watford to get my new phone. Be lovely to meet you. Yeah, it's been heavy traffic ever. I don't know why it's so heavy, the traffic at the moment, but it is heavy. So it'd be great if we could hook up. That'd be fantastic. I know it's a really long time. They've got some problem with it, and the guys that fit it, that hasn't been booked yet. So it's just it's lucky it's not the middle of summer, isn't it? Because we've been without a fridge since the 2nd of January.
Oh,
and
wow.
a freezer. And we had to throw all our food away. But hey, whole food, plant-based. Wink's eating out of, I was going to say skips, but it may as well be junk food and McDonald's and the motorway service station and stuff like that. So as you can see here, I'm talking a mile a minute, and that's because I've been rushing and driving my RX-8 at the speed of light on 2 wheels everywhere to get here, and I'm still overexcited and blasting full of energy. So there you go. I'm going to try and calm my little pants down. Ooh, Madge is going to be in Debenhams at 2 p.m. I'm going to be in Apple at 4:50. I'll try and message you because you're not on Facebook, are you, Madge? I don't think you are. There's only green in here. Debs' grandson opened their fridge and said, "There's only green in here." Excellent job, Debs.
That is awesome.
I am going to do this thing. I'm going to get my blood works done, and then I'm going to eat mushrooms like they're going out of fashion, and just see what change I can make, because that'd be fantastic. I'm super motivated by that result. There, Chrissy. Hey, Chrissy! Have I got your message on? I haven't looked at Messenger today, sweetheart, because I've been literally at work since I left the house at 9, and I've literally just got in, so I haven't looked at Messenger yet. But I will look at it, sweetheart. And I did go into the post sorting office and moan about what they're doing with our deliveries, but it said it would arrive on Friday. I've got, I think, about 6 packages on their way to me at the moment from my lovelies. So we should be on live lots opening them for you all. Just fantastic results. I haven't weighed myself yet, but I know that I'm eating less now. I'm not eating so much. So my little protein shake trick has done the job. It's kind of reined in my overeating, and it's kept me satisfied, so I'm not just going, oh, this is healthy, let me have a trolley full of it. Swing by the Apple store when I'm finished. I know I'll be able to spot your magnificent hair. Fabulous. I'll let you come and find me then, and I'll loiter about with intent. Yes, that'll be so brilliant. Right, I'm going to stop talking a mile a minute now, because I'm probably making everyone's ears bleed. Oh,
I don't think you are. I think you're doing fine.
He's got my
Mr.
text.
Dusty. No, I haven't.
Mr.
Died.
Oh, your phone's died. Could you shut the curtains, sweetheart? Because everyone can see me with these arc lights on me. How do you like it, Deb?
Actually, I think the lighting is fantastic. I think your lighting is really good. But, I mean, obviously you don't want to be on display on the street if you don't want. I mean, you don't want people outside watching you, especially with that neon hair.
Yes.
They might think that there's some kind of problem, or maybe a new cult is being developed of some sort there at your home.
Yes, that's right. Mind you, we live in a sleepy village, and pretty much nothing much moves after 8:30.
I dream of living in a sleepy village with a canal that I can take my boat out and do my little fishing and come back and do something witty, interesting, or knowledgeable online, and have my connection to the world, and neatly tuck it into this little box we call a computer, and then enjoy my time with my family and friends. And it's what I dream of. And someday, maybe it'll happen. Who knows?
Okay, I'm going to give you a little tip here, Jack.
Okay.
Someday never comes. You have to,
unless you put it in your calendar, right?
Yeah. But that's a long-term goal. So you have to say, I'd really like to have that in the next 8 years or 5 years or when I'm X age or whatever. And then chop
not
to
going
it.
There. Not going to do it. It's not something I really want to do. It's a romantic idea that lives in my mind. I don't ever expect it, and it's not that I can't do it. I'm not bragging, but I've been frugal over the years.
Yeah.
And I have some holdings. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah.
That mostly real estate that I got into in the late 1990s. And I can cut out anytime I want.
Yeah.
But it's not what I want to do. I want to do this.
Yeah.
And I want it to matter. I want it. It's a search. You know, when we're younger, I guess we don't realize how important meaning in life becomes as we get older. So we make all these plans and we do all these things, and those things are good because when we get older, we want to be able to do these things, right?
Yeah.
We want to have those options. And for the longest time, I thought I was going to have to exercise those options because I thought I was going to not be able to keep doing what I'm doing, right?
Oh, bless.
But I'm doing great, and I want to keep doing this for as long as I can.
Yeah.
So for me, the idea of a chateau or a canal house and the fishing, and you know what? That's probably never really going to happen, but it's an idea sometimes that I go to. It's like my happy place.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the movie Happy Gilmore?
Yeah.
With Adam Sandler?
Yes, we did. Oh my gosh, you must have just had so much stick when that came out.
It was a hoot because I was in medical school. But, you know, Happy learned to go to his happy place, right?
Yeah.
So this is kind of my happy place to live there sometimes. No, at the time I was a resident with another fellow. His name was Dr. Cable, and the movie Cable Guy had come out, and Happy Gilmore had come out, and the two of us thought that we were missing out on some royalties. But such is life. So you weren't here when I mentioned yesterday kind of a little update on the production crew, the TV stuff.
I heard a little bit of that, and then it got into magnet fishing. And in fact, when I got into bed at about 4:30 or 4 o'clock or whatever it was when I got into bed, Wink was awake.
Good
and I said, "You'll never guess what." And he went, "What?" And I went, "Jack's got a fishing magnet." And he went, "Oh! Oh my God! Really? Has he? How big is it? And how strong is it?" And I said, "I don't know. I can't remember all that. But he's got it." And he's like, "Yes." And it's called mud wallowing. And I want to do that in the Thames. And I know it's where you.
That's where I want to do it. I want to come to the Thames and do it there.
Oh my gosh! You should do it.
See, now that would be amazing. Like on a flat bottom boat and just drop and see what you can pull up in a river that's been there thousands of years, right? And civilizations have come and gone and dropped their metallic, and wow, wouldn't that be amazing? Yeah,
they do. They find loads of stuff. Because the Thames is tidal, so it goes in and it leaves these mud banks, these fine silt mud banks, and you're allowed to go on there. You have to have a special license, so we'll have to get that organised for you. But people find all sorts of things, you know, kind of all sorts of objects, really, from going way back, you know, Dickens era and beyond, you know. So it sounds fascinating, actually, to do. Wink's just dying to do it, and magnet fishing because of all the World War II stuff.
On the inside of all of us, and probably more so men than women, maybe that's my sexism coming out, I don't know, but I think inside all of us there's a treasure hunter. Yeah. You know? There's a prospector. Yeah. That lives inside all of us. Yeah. And you know, we you know, probably culturally we've all read the books, and we've seen those old movies, Treasure of the Sierra Madre, and all of, you know, and it's in there, and it's like, I gotta find something. I'm gonna find something, you know. I'm gonna be the one that's gonna pull that Rolex up, you know, with the steel band, right? Yeah. You know, that kind of thing. Of course, by the time the magnet's finished with the Rolex, it isn't gonna spin anymore. But you know, who knows?
But they're really tough, because there's people that have found like World War II like messenger motorbikes, and they've like in a canal, and they've hauled it up, and once it kind of brings it up, then they get these big hook sticks, and then they kind of haul it out. But the magnet actually will lift it out of the bottom. It's incredibly, they're very, very strong.
Would you like me to show you the size of the magnet? I've got it right here.
Oh, Wink.
I'll get it for Wink. Yeah. That way he doesn't have to go back and watch that video.
Yeah. Go on then. He's doing his accounts, he's being all diligent, and because he's been in his shed for weeks on end. But that's what you do, Debs, isn't it? You do that thing where you look for things. It's kind of like finding treasure, isn't it? We did it together.
Metal detecting or treasure. So this is the size of the size of the box, right?
Yeah, this is the size of.
It's amazing. Something this small will lift 500 pounds.
Wow.
Okay, so also if I get too close to the computer, it'll get a little fuzzy and I'll disappear, and that'll be it, because this will wipe out a computer. So hey, Wink. All right, I got a fishing magnet.
Cool. That's something I want to try, but I've got too many hobbies at the moment. Yeah, that's the one.
That's it.
If you want to pay $20 more, you can get one that'll lift 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, I was looking on eBay.
But if I have to lift 1,000-pound thing, it would require me to use both arms.
Yeah.
And so, you know.
Yeah.
500 pounds.
500. That's a lot, 500 pounds, isn't it?
No, I've watched loads. People find lots of safes in rivers as well.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah, and guns.
And guns, old guns.
Yeah, safes. They find loads of old safes.
And you have the advantage of being in an area that you have rivers that have been navigated for generations and centuries, where I really don't here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to work the beach, the docks, in those areas, because people lose fishing items, lures, knives, pliers, watches.
They found lots of those what are those little multi-tool plier knife things?
Swiss Army knives.
Yeah, they find loads of them and loads of fishing stuff they find. And a guy I was watching the other day in America found a complete set of golf clubs.
Oh, no kidding.
He just kept pulling them out one at a time. He reckoned someone had obviously got fed up with golf and just flung them all in the
river. Someone didn't win their golf game.
Well, then it's on. So when you guys are here in the summer, we're going magnet fishing.
Cool.
That's it. That's going to happen.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm up to some of that.
Excellent.
We'll find some cool places to do it.
He's super excited.
That would be something I think that would be a lot more fun in the UK. I really do.
Well, you'll have to come here.
They find unexploded wartime bombs and stuff. There's a little canal right by where I used to work, and they had to shut the whole road down because a guy was magnet fishing there and pulled out a bomb.
That's wonderful.
That's the stuff of boys' fun, isn't
it? Remember the day when you found the bomb, Dad? Can you tell us that story? You know.
Totally.
But
it's like the famous
be,
five. Do you have Enid Blyton novels there back in the 60s? The famous five, Treasure Island. What else did Enid Blyton write?
Well, oh no, Robert Louis Stevenson.
Not Treasure Island, sorry. No, the famous five. They were like 4 kids and a golden retriever. Oh,
nope.
gosh.
Sounds good though.
It's just classic. And she used to live in Beaconsfield, actually, where I live. Yeah, she's just like a beloved children's author. She died years ago. She was around in the 50s, I think. But it's like the famous five go treasure hunting. The famous five do this, and it would be a novel, and it would just be, like Swallows and Amazons. Do you have that book? Swallows and Amazons? No? They're just the most incredible adventure books that you read when you're like 10 or 8, 9, 10, and you're just like, you just wish that something like that would happen. So it's a bit like that. It's kind of tapping into that little bit of us that, wants an adventure, like Harry Potter adventures. I suppose it's the old-fashioned Harry Potter, really, without any magic.
Well, that's no fun. Gotta have a little bit of magic, right? Or at least be magical. Quick question I want to answer for Chrissy because she has to. She wants to know how long. She wants to know how long she has to keep eating all these darn mushrooms to keep her levels up.
Oh, that's a good question.
Okay, so here's the answer. For me, I did not focus on mushrooms at all, and after 2 months, I was at a level of over 50, and then after about 4 months, I was in the 80 range, and that was when I stopped taking my vitamin D supplement. So I no longer take the separate vitamin D supplement. There's a little bit of vitamin D in Meta 7, and there's a little bit of vitamin D in my multivitamin. So I would say, now that you're whole food plant-based, you don't need to worry about it anymore. That's what I would say. I would say you don't need to do anything special. Just remember what we talked about before, the 80-10-10. Remember the 80-10-10 rule? 80%, 80% fruits and vegetables, 10% mushrooms, and 10% your nuts and seeds and almonds and all that fun stuff. Okay, so if you stick with that, you are going to be amazed at how healthy you're going to be. Your weight is going to come down, and you're going to get closer to the weight God intended your body to be, and you're going to have lower blood pressure. You're going to be more sensitive to your insulin in your body. You're going to be less likely to be diabetic. If you have type 2 diabetes, your diabetes is going to begin to heal. You're going to find that you're less likely to have a heart attack. You're going to be less likely to have blood clots in the lungs, vascular disease in the lower extremities. If you're a male, then your male stuff is going to work better. If you're a female, your female stuff is going to work better. If you're unsure, then your unsure stuff is going to work better. We got to be sensitive to these things, right?
Well, yeah, right.
That was
That's amazing.
That was for our French viewers, right?
You say nothing.
That's it. Everybody who's French, just unsubscribe.
Speaking of things that you need for
Meta 7's great for me. What would be a substitute if it's no longer available? Nothing. There is no substitute for Meta 7. There's only one. Are you seriously asking me what would be a good substitute for Meta 7 if it was no? Are you saying like if something bad happened to me, what would happen? Meta 7 is going to live on. It's going to go to my children and their children. Meta 7 is going to continue.
Continue on and on and on. Winks just got a message from his client from the house that we showed you last night, saying I hope you win the lottery tonight so that you can buy my wonky house. Isn't that nice? I bought a lottery ticket tonight. I don't know. I got a feeling. I got a feeling.
Go ahead, sing it, girl. Sing it. Get
I got
soul
a feeling, baby. I got a feeling it's gonna happen.
Tonight's gonna be a good night.
Tonight's gonna be. Oh, do you know what? I don't know the words to any songs. We had such a good day today. It was really good fun, actually. We really had a good day today at work. I enjoyed it. Chrissy's,
we do sometimes for fun. If we get a little bit of downtime, I get the Nurse Princesses and we sing the theme songs.
Princesses.
Right, the nurse. Well, that's what I call the nurse practitioner. I call them Nurse Princesses.
As a collective. Oh, that's
right,
brilliant.
The group, and I'll try to get as many of them, and we'll sing theme songs to the television shows that we watched when we were kids. And we love to watch all the millennials and those in their 30s that look at us like, what the heck are you singing? Because they never watched the programs. By the time they started consuming TV, there were 100 channels.
Oh, gosh, yes.
When we were watching it, there were only 3, so we all watched the same stuff.
Yeah,
so
we only had 3.
Common, right?
Yeah, that's right. The nursery, the programs when you were really little that don't even exist. And I know it's really weird when you say things that really weren't that long ago.
Come on by then, partner. No problem at all.
And, and actually they look at you like you're crazy and you think, well, that was only, I suppose maybe it was 30 years ago, and they're like in their 30s, so they've never heard of it.
Alexa, timer 2 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. Oh, Madge just managed to put a banner on my thing. Famous 5 were great. How did you do that, Madge? I've no idea how you've done that. She's put a big thing on my thing. Fantastic. So you were going to, I love Cyndi Lauper. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. I absolutely love that.
Oh, girls just want to have
fun.
Fun.
Oh,
that's all they really want to do.
Just want to have fun. Yeah, that's right. That's all I really want to do.
When the working day is done, girls just want to have fun.
Yeah,
they used to make fun of her.
Did they?
When she was a young lady, a girl in school, she was teased incessantly about the way she talks, or she talked, because if you listen to her talk, she sounds ridiculous. Have you ever seen an interview with Cyndi Lauper?
No.
Oh, you should go back, because she said they made fun of me every day at school for as long as I was in school about how I sounded, but when I started to sing, they shut up.
Yeah, that showed him. That learned him.
She can sing. I don't even know if she's still alive. I hope she's still alive.
Oh, she is. I love the fact that her video.
You're borrowing some of her hairstyle ideas.
Oh, yes.
From the 80s. From the 80s.
Yes,
from the
that's
way back
right.
when, right?
We all live in the era that we had our, halcyon days in. Although I think I might be having mine now.
I want to share a sadness that I have for young people today, because I can turn the radio on today and I can hear these beautiful love songs that were on the radio in the 70s and in the 60s. We had the Beatles and we had the Monkees and we had Elvis and we had, and in the 70s, just these bands that would do these ballads and these beautiful, beautiful love songs. And I graduated in 83 from high school, and the music was incredible, and it was just the very beginning of this like Australian kind of invasion that we had, men without hats and all of that, and those guys, but I can hear those songs today and it's great. But fast forward today, and you got these kids coming up, and they're listening to this stuff, and it's all hateful, and there's so much, it's.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't either.
I pity them, because they're not going to be able to, cuddle up with their loved one when they're in their 50s and listen to some beautiful music and say, weren't those the days, know?
It's all in the hood and the meat and the back, and it's just like, it sounds so aggressive in it. It's like, it does your head in. It does my head in. And I think, I don't know, have we got to the stage like everyone in the 50s when Elvis came out, all the older generation thought it was all terrible and the Beatles were awful and all that business. And you think, is it just a sign of being older? But there's no melody to a lot of these things. I mean, I know a lot of them are really talented, and some of the rap artists, it's incredible like the rhymes and the meaning. Some of them are really heartfelt and stuff, but there's Wink saying like Eminem, but it's just like, they're dark subjects, and maybe it's because that generation felt powerless and hopeless and futureless, and were living in conditions that made them become more tribal and form gangs, and then there was rivalry, because that's actually what humans are like. I mean, I lived in Indonesia, and honestly, absolutely lovely people, always smiling, always happy, very happy-go-lucky. They don't take anything too seriously. They're quite simplistic views, kind of c'est la vie kind of attitude. But the people that live like the other side, like literally, I don't know, 4 miles away in the same town, they were, tidak bagus, not good, orang, berbeda, different people. And they were all from the Minangkabau tribe, but they were from different little local areas. So where I stayed was Purus Dua, and they all knew each other, and all the grandparents knew all their grandparents, and all the grandparents went to school together, and they all know each other's children and husbands from like the beginning of time. And that woman that I said that used to schlep out going, slap in the camera, which was her little Dutch sentence that she knew. And because I spoke Dutch, so I used to have a little chat with her every day. But anyone outside this tiny group, they're immediately bad because they're different people. And, Finion's father was from a different area, Burat. And, they didn't like the people I was staying with. They didn't trust them. They thought they were bad. Because they're very much tribe first. They're a tribal people, Minangkabau tribe, that the tribe is their absolute everything. And then it's their religion, and it's their tribe, family, religion, politics. That's the kind of the order that they put things in. And so I think, those kind of hateful songs, I think it comes from an oppressive time, and there was a lot of recession at some of those times. But I mean, we used to kind of despair that we had like knife-wielding 11-year-olds and, children killing children, and just like the most awful cases that literally we couldn't believe we were hearing that were happening. And we kind of, as a kind of in my late 20s and kind of early 30s, it was like, what on earth is going to happen? What's the world coming to? But I think this generation, the millennials, like Abby's generation, Finion's generation, and
they're not millennials.
They're not millennials.
No,
they're not quite.
No, Abby refuses to be identified. She's calling that group that's in their teens right now. They're not millennials, and Abby will say, "Dad, they're whack." We laugh at them at school.
We laugh at the millennials,
right? So I think there's still hope.
Yeah, I think there is. I mean, they've got a very different view, and they're much more personally developed. Look how amazing Abby is. She's got such a power to think, and it's part of the environment that she's in, and it's part of where she comes from, and the kind of conversations you would have had with her when she was little. But it's also the conversations she's having with other people, and the kind of conversations the teachers are having with the kids. And I think the 20-year-olds, the kind of 23, 24, 25-year-olds, they're amazing. I've got lots of friends of that age group. And I think they're incredible.
Yeah, but you have this shared experiences that you can use to relate. So this is something that I think that, the anthropologists are going to have to deal with, but we have the people that are growing up today, these young millennials, for example, none of them really have, or very few of them have these shared experiences. So when I was at school, we would all talk about the same stuff that we might have seen on TV or heard on the radio, because there were very few choices. So there was a pretty good chance that you saw that same episode that somebody else. We all watched Dallas, the TV show, the series. Remember that?
Yeah.
And remember, what was the one out of California? Dynasty. Was it Dynasty?
Dynasty.
They lost the plot on that one when they got abducted by aliens.
Right. Okay. So
even Wink watched it, and he was into rock music and kind of hippie stuff, and not all the kind of Dallas and Dynasty would have been so far from anything that Wink would imagine, because he would be like Afghan coats and rock music. So but even he watched that, you're
that
totally
was a culture
right.
too, and an interesting culture in the music culture. And I'm just down the road from where Janis Joplin was raised, right? The mouth from the South.
Yeah.
Right. What a voice she had.
Yeah.
What an amazing talent. And actually, she was discovered at the same time that Jimi Hendrix was discovered at the big music festival in San Francisco that on, Asbury Haight Street. I think it's called Haight. Are you looking stuff up as we go? Okay, so
no,
here.
I wasn't.
Did you watch the Beverly Hillbillies?
Oh, I watched a few of them where they struck gold.
Beverly Hills.
Struck oil.
They struck oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
we grew up with like John Wayne films and the OK Corral, was it? Gunfight, and like Clint Eastwood films, The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, and we had loads and loads and loads of westerns. They were all Casey Jones.
Yes.
Casey Jones. Oh, I loved Casey Jones. I loved it. And the games you played as kids, you all played Cowboys and Indians. You all climbed trees. You all made tree houses.
Tree houses.
Yeah, and go-karts.
Yes. And go-karts. And if you could get a go-kart and a treehouse, you had it all, right?
Yeah. And then you had to defend it from the other kids who wanted to come and
outside and we
trash it.
played. We didn't sit in the house. Now when I tell, kids don't go outside. We went outside and played. We got dirty.
Yeah, covered in dirt.
You don't have to worry about kids today getting dirty because they won't go outside.
Yeah, that's true.
Go outside and get dirty once in a while. This is this is a doctor's recommendation. Go outside and get dirty once in a while, right? Yeah. It's good for you.
My granny used to say, dirt will never hurt you. It'll take a ton of dirt to hurt you, and it'll have to be dropped on your head. So, I used to, I have probably, a 5-minute rule if something drops on the kitchen floor. And Finian never had an antibiotic. He's virtually never ill. I'm virtually never ill. We're strong as oxes, the pair of us. And, it's like, we kind of went out. I used to eat grass and used to eat mud and like worms and dog biscuits and just like, oh, I wonder what this leaf tastes like. Oh, that's just like that one.
I used to pick the onions. We used to pull the onions up out of the yard, out of the grass, and eat them. We would just peel the outer layer off and take a snack. We would eat onions right out of the grass.
I used to eat dandelions. I used to love the bitter taste of dandelions. Absolutely love it.
Did you eat the honeysuckles? Did you take where you pulled a little part of the honeysuckle out and you taste it and it was so sweet?
Oh, no. I can't remember anyone having honeysuckle growing, actually.
Huh.
Because that would be a botanical plant from the garden centre, that would, because it doesn't...
All right.
Does it grow naturally here? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Right, I've got a load of capital letters here. Let me just see if that's a question.
Okay, so I've got about 9 more minutes. I have a business guest coming over. We have some things to discuss, so I'm going to have to cut it a little bit short. So about 9 or 10 more minutes for me. So if you have anything that's medical related that you want me to answer, let's do those. Okay,
cool. Jackie, we weren't writing off the young generation. I think they're fantastic. I don't worry about knife-wielding 11-year-olds like that were in the 80s and early 90s. I think they're just going to be just fine. I have a lot of hope. So I haven't written them off. I don't think Jack has either. But they don't go out a lot. They don't go outside a lot. That's true. We had much more fun. I had much more fun. Than I think, I don't know. We all look back at our childhood and think it's, great.
It's kind of sad to think that we're the last generation that built tree houses.
Really?
Well, think about the kids today. They don't even know how to use a hand saw and to go find scrap wood, and think about how cool it would be to build a fort up in a tree.
Yeah, and dam a river and go fishing with nets. We'd get in the river and we'd walk miles down the river, just looking at stuff and chatting away. And, oh, let's have a look at that. What's over there? Woo. You know, we'd be like climbing trees and pinching apples and all sorts of things, scrumping.
Absolutely. And we used to go to the neighbors' houses and drink water out of their faucets, out of the garden hoses, because we were all under the impression that water was free. We thought water was free, and you just get it out of anybody's house you wanted to. So if you were out and you were a mile away from home and you were thirsty, you just ran right up in the yard and you turned on the hose, and once the water got cool, you drank it, you turned it off, and you left. That was it.
And it would taste of rubber, because the hoses were made of rubber then. It would, you know, with the green one with the little ridges on the outside, and they'd perish after a while.
Right.
Deborah, you didn't offend me when you said go to bed. Nothing offends me, darling. Nothing. So don't worry. Do not worry. Hey, Kerry, how you doing? And hi, Jackie. I said hi, someone in. Diane, hi. Deborah's, flipped over to see me. We used to play ball with crab apples. Oh gosh, yes. We used to as well. We used to do all sorts of things.
We used to play kick the can.
Yeah, stone. You'd get a stone, and Wink and I would go for a walk for hours, and we'd have a stone, and we would kick it all the way there, and we'd have a stick as well. We'd always, oh no, I've got a better stick. And we'd find one we like, and we'd be like, you know, whacking.
Yeah, finding a good stick,
garden fences.
a good stick to go for a walk with was a good thing. And also, if you could come across an old tire and roll it.
Oh my gosh, rolling it, yes.
Roll the tire as you went.
And that would be for the tree house or the den, you know, in the woods. And that would be
you could do a lot of things with an old tire. I mean, come on.
Yes.
I mean, an old tire. Chrissy Moore says kids need to get off the damn phone.
Yeah, they do.
She's right on it. I'm going to go in right now, and if my daughter's new phone has arrived, I'm taking it away. I'm going to tell her that Chrissy Moore said to get off the damn phone.
Oh, that's so funny. Just say, I think your phone needs a wash now. You've been looking at it for too long. We would purchase it in a bottle. Yes, there was a point when bottled water, it was Perrier water that first became the big craze in the UK.
Same here.
And then bottled water became more expensive than petrol. And it was just unbelievable.
The first time I saw water for sale at a convenience store, I thought it was the most ridiculous thing. I said, what moron is going to pay money to buy water?
Yeah, it's just like...
You can see why you should never take investment advice from me now, obviously.
I know. It's just crazy, isn't it? It is crazy, but, you know, we do, and now we've got all the plastic bottles that we've got all over the place. Yeah, they were good times. They were good times. And I think, you know, I hope that, you know, people look back at their childhood as being good times. You know, and I used to wish with all my heart that we still had the horse and cart, because, you know, my grandparents, my mum's mother's parents, he was a milkman, and they had a gate, and her bedroom was above where the milk float went, and their stable for the shire horse that pulled the milk cart. And, I loved horses, of course, so I would have just died and gone to heaven to have that. But it's just, you know, there was a job at one point where they were called gaslighters, and they went round London lighting the gas lights to illuminate the streets.
Now, when did they take those down? Because I know that was a big deal for a long time. And there was was it smog? I mean, or was it smoke, or was it
smog? It was smog. It was from all the coal, all the factories burned coal, all the steam trains burned coal, and it just used to hang in the air. I mean, I remember fog in the 60s when I was a kid, that you literally really couldn't see your hand in front of your face. And when you say that now, you think, oh, that's an exaggeration, you know, but literally you would put your hand out and you couldn't see it. It was so thick.
Wow.
And it was really, really bad. And of course, everybody smoked then. I mean, everybody smoked. All the factories were going, all the chimneys were going.
Oh,
you know, every house was burning, and all the smoke from everything, and any engines used to have, lorries used to have big black smoke coming out the back of them. So it would be sat by the weather, kind of held down by the clouds, I guess. All
right, everybody, the rats are jumping off the sinking ship over here because they know I'm about to log off, so they're all headed over to you. So you can continue your fun and your conversation.
I'll just tell you this one thing from Madge. She heard a small child ask their dad if YouTube was black and white when they were young.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yes, it was. It was black and white. Yeah. And it only had 3 channels.
Oh, how funny. That's absolutely hysterical.
All right. Great talk, and we'll do it again Sunday.
Yeah, and I did get an email, actually, from Alicia, the amazing chef that inspired you to push on with getting at the bread and everything. And she's asked, I think I just caught the beginning of one flashing in saying, I would love to come on. So, and she said she would love to come on again. So I will.
She just wants to get on my case again, doesn't she?
Yeah, I told her that you would do that. I
gave up the Cokes, crying out loud. I don't need any more discipline from her. You tell her this time she has to be nice to me. I worked hard at this. No, really. It was just that extra little push I needed. She was awesome.
A lot of your fans thought she was too hard. I thought she was very hard, and he's a doctor, and blah, blah, blah. And it was like, no, honestly, it was taken in the best of
it was great.
Heart.
Oh, I never let that kind of stuff get to me. I'm just a person like everybody else. I get up in the morning, I put my pant legs on one at a time, and when I get to work, I save lives all day. That's the only difference. Nothing there. No, I'm messing with you. You guys have a super fun time, and I'm going to catch up with business here, and
and
we'll
tell me your news
soon.
about the studio, because you were going to tell me, and then Wink came in, and then it all got interrupted. So I'd love to hear about that, and I will sort out our flights, which we haven't booked yet, because we kind of almost got them booked, and then they went, if you want to add luggage, it's £340 to add 3 bags.
What some people do is they ship their luggage just like by UPS. Now, I don't know how overseas that would work, but some people going on long trips, they don't bring their luggage with them on a plane. They actually cartage the luggage beforehand so that they're sure it's there before they arrive. Nice idea.
Nice idea. You're full of good ideas. I think that's fantastic.
I'm an idea machine. I'm a factory of ideas.
I love it.
Most of which are just pollution. I gotta go. See you
later. All right, lots of love. Have a great day.
All right, bye-bye.
Hop on over to me, guys, if you want to carry on. I'm going to go for probably another maybe 20 minutes because I've only had breakfast today. I haven't had any supper because I've literally walked in the door and sat down here, and I'm just getting starving hungry. Okay, that's the lovely Dr. G has gone. There we go. I'm full screen there. I don't know how this comment is still on here. Madge, how did you do that? You're a genius. I'm going to just put that there. Actually, what am I going to do with that? I'm going to moving everything about. Sorry? No, they usually it takes them. They have to wait till it's uploaded. I don't know how to. Oh, maybe I don't know. Maybe I did that. Did I do that? I'm going to make it a bit smaller because it's too big. There we go. Save. Right, there we go. It's down there. Okay, so fantastic. So yeah, manic day today. We are going to Texas the 20th of August to the 2nd of September. That's when we're planning to do that. Ship my bags. Right, okay. I need information on those, babes. I'm going to look it up because I just thought that's almost another airline ticket. That's just like ridiculous. Hi, Teddy. Hi, Sika. Hi, Laurie. Now I can see that I have no idea how to, I'll try to remove it somehow. I think I can actually, maybe I did it. Maybe I grabbed your comment. Oh, it was me. I grabbed your comment and dragged it over there because I kind of fiddle around with the cursor all the time and move my finger all the time. That was me that did that. That's good to know that you can put a comment up there. That would mean I could drag a comment onto my, maybe Dr. G would be able to see it, I'm not sure. So yeah, we're looking forward to coming. So Madge, I'm going to see you in Watford on Thursday. And in fact, I'm going to actually look up my appointment while I'm here and see when it is. Isn't that exciting? Meeting. I think that's absolutely amazing. What have they done to me? Hang on. Yeah, it is 16:50, Thursday the 17th of January. I'm going to be at the Genius Bar, and I hope it's not going to take too long. Sue, how come you went back to work? I thought you were writing your book and expanding your channel full time. Yeah, but I met these beautiful mother and daughter, and I really enjoyed hanging out with them. And I was finding all I was doing, I was just in the house on my own. And it's really good to get out and meet other people. Plus it was really good to have some money coming in because my construction industry business is absolutely dead from October through till probably about April. So that's 6 months where I don't get to invoice and, you know, one cannot live on thin air. So yes, I am out and about now. And I don't know whether I'm going to do it full time or part time, but I'm really enjoying helping them to, kind of get organized because they've been kind of so successful. And they're just so busy. They get interrupted every 5 minutes and you can't be fixing your phone while you're saying hello to somebody. And, you know, so that's why it's something I fancy doing. And yeah, just a bit skint. And that's a British phrase for not having very much money. So yeah, I kind of took my eye off the ball of, kind of doing things where I could earn some money. And I kind of just spent all day, on YouTube, which has been just, well, not on YouTube, but replying to comments and kind of learning stuff. And I need to get back onto Facebook. So I haven't done any Facebook lives for a while. I kind of got a little bit overwhelmed with it. Well, not overwhelmed, but I need to kind of make sure that I'm, you know, meeting people's, you know, helping people. And I have been, a lot of people private message me now. Yeah, and of course the Christmas kind of broke the pattern. And then they asked me, you know, I said, you know, if you need a hand, I work from home. I don't mind coming and giving you a hand, but I'm having so much fun that I've kind of been there most of the time. So yeah, that's why I'm working because, you know, as Jack has said, although I monetize my YouTube, which is pretty much the only income I've had, all, you know, since it all started, most of my videos are not monetized because they don't like the graphic content. In fact, there's one of my videos, where Wink's changing my dressing and I don't know what's happened, but it slipped through. And that's my biggest grossing video. And I think I've made £9 from it. So it, you know, it just goes to show, you know, I have to be massive to be able to make a living and I need to get some, you know, I might talk to, my ninja people because I know about 5 or 6 people have bought ninjas just because I think it's brilliant. And they've seen me using it and it is, I just love it. And I think that's how, you know, you can, you know, I want to move more into that so that I can spend more time helping people. But at the moment, I'm helping a lovely mother and daughter who know my brother and sister really well. And they know Wink and, well, they actually don't know Wink. They know Nobby, who's the drummer in Buzz. They know Mac, the singer. They know a whole raft of people that Wink's been hanging around with for 40 years. So it's funny that they don't actually know us. Yeah, I do need to do more writing my book, and Paul has sort of asked me about that. And I kind of, I don't know really. I just need to get back to writing the book. And there are ideas in my head the whole time. But and I've got myself out of the habit of staying up till, I know I was up till 4:30 last night, and that's because we started alive at midnight, and then I ended up staying up till 3:30, then the next night the same, and then it's the week. So I've really done way too, I've knocked back into my little habit of staying up really late. And I kind of think it's probably better for me not to do that, but a great majority of my wonderful lovelies, you're all on a different time zone. And in fact, this is how much it's still in my heart. It's 9:27 is it 9:27? No! Oh, I reset it. Until yesterday, my Fitbit still had Texas time on it. But yeah, no, it's saying it's not 9 a.m. there, is it? So it must be, it's UK. That was yesterday. I reset everything. Probably something to do with my wretched iPhone as well. Let me look at what some of you are asking, because I know you're all chatting away to each other. I love the cow manure getting mixed with peat moss. Had the tallest plants, the biggest tomatoes, and the smelliest fire, no doubt. Hi, don't worry about that, Teddy. I was really late because I didn't finish work till just before 7, and I had to run some errands for my parents who are flying in from Australia. Flights usually land at about 6:10 or something like that in the morning, so they're going to come home and, be after 24 hours of travelling, they're going to want to have some food and make a cup of tea and stuff like that. Let me just have a look. I took backpack to Europe for 2 weeks. I loved it when I backpacked. My backpack's still one of my favourite ever possessions. I haven't used it for years because it's a pain in the neck when you're going somewhere that isn't backpacking because you can never find anything in it. But it's nice to know that you've got everything on your back and you can kind of, I don't know, I really like my backpack. I loved it. I loved backpacking. I'm sure I'll do it again at some point. Donate. The thrift shop, when you get there, then donate back when the trip is coming to the end. Thrift shop when you get there and then donate back. Oh, that's a good idea, Laurie. That's a good idea. Darling, our lovelies have suggested, and Jack did as well, is shipping our bags out so that they arrive there before us.
If they're like 50 kilos or something, and then we're going to have no clothes or any of our...
Oh, right. He's got a million objections straight away. Anyway, we'll look into it. Lots of people apparently do it because bags are really expensive now. Anyway, we'll look into that. I just heard him in the kitchen. He's just coming momentarily from the shed. I'm going to see if no idea. I'll try that. Remove it. Oh yeah, that was that. Take a carry-on and buy all your clothes in the US for a whole wardrobe and ship it home. Yeah, that's an idea. Kathy did that. Dr. G doesn't know. Right, yeah. I've learnt something new, Kathy. Hi, Kathy. I don't think I said hello to you, sweetheart. I like your little... Is that a Muppet on your emoji? It's all tiny. I can't see it. That's not long. I think you've pasted that somehow. Oh, right. That's explaining that. That's WWE. Aha, it's gone. Da-da. Sue, looks like there are a number of websites for info on shipping your bags. Oh, thanks, sweetheart. I will have a look. That would love you should do it. So are you all football mad? Are you looking forward to your game? It's not football, is it? It is football. Soccer is our football and football is American football. We call American football, and then we call, Man United football. And you call that soccer, I believe. So send me a copy when you do write your book. Absolutely. In fact, I was talking with Paul about maybe publishing the first chapter and maybe doing it in ebook, just maybe publish the first 3, like in installments or something. Some people publish their books because I'd probably self-publish it, probably. So yeah, I haven't seen Paul for ages, the lovely Paul. I haven't seen him since, have I seen him after Christmas? I don't know, because we were away for ages. I think I might have seen him briefly. Can't even remember. That's how long it is. And we get this kind of pining for each other where we miss each other. And it's definitely, I haven't seen Paul for ages. And every time he tries to hook up, I'm not there or he's not there. Oh God, it may not be long. May not be able to get back to school. I may see. have you got snow, Deborah? Is that what you're talking about? What is Ninja? Oh, Jackie, it's my whizzer, as I call it, my kitchen ninja. It's my, food processor, that I whiz up things with. And it's great if you're doing raw food and whole food, because it just, all those things where I've kind of made rices, I just chuck the raw ingredients, press a button for 8 seconds and it's done. It's just, it just makes it easier. It makes it more instant. And, a lot of reasons that people will go, oh, let's just get a takeout. I can't be bothered to cook. Because although they might like a ragu or spaghetti bolognese or a chili or something, they don't want to sit there and hull peppers and chop onions and chop veg and chop mushrooms. And, it's just like, oh, I can't be doing all the mess clearing it up. It's you chuck everything in whole and press a button, stick it in the pan, and it's kind of 2 things to wash up and a knife. So, a lot of people have been interested in it. And I know 5 of my lovelies have bought one, and, there was somebody that I was messaging who was talking about it as well, and, can you tell me with the model number and stuff like that. But I think it's amazing, and it was like £120, which I think is about $160. But those, Vitamixes, which is what all the vegan whole food, they all just literally the holy grail of food processors. They're like £500-600, and it's just not in my budget. And the, Blendtec is slightly less money, but that's the one that Will It Blend, where he, famously whizzed up an iPhone and golf balls, and it will literally pulverize anything. It's amazing. And Vitamix kind of copied them, but have actually won the market. So it's kind of like, I put in, what's the best comparison to a Vitamix? And I basically got about 10 things, and the Ninja was very near the top. Blendtec and Vitamix were at the top, and then, that came down after that. So I just thought, I'm going to have that. It's in my budget and it's going to do the things I want to do. So that's what my Ninja is. My Ninja. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's my best new toy. Mine's a smart. It's an intelligence or Ninja. Teddy, it's absolutely fantastic, because like if you're making like a fruit smoothie, you just press the button and it automatically knows to kind of pulse it, so it doesn't flick all the stuff at the top and then it's just whizzing an empty thing at the bottom. It kind of, and then it whizzes a little bit and then it stops and lets it settle, then it starts again, and then it whizzes the speed up high and then it finishes, and it's just like, amazing. That's amazing. It's really, really good. Lenore Santos. Hi, Lenore. I don't know what 9:28 is. Was that the time? Oh, 3, Texas time, right. I'm lagging behind. Hi, Karen, sweetheart. 5:30 here in NS. What's NS? What's NS? New York State? I don't know. Chrissy, trying to get a sponsorship on vegan products. You just need to expand your video ideas. You do your recipes, you could try vegan products and review them. Yeah, that's a really good idea. I want to do stuff that you guys want to see. And it's just been all a bit manic, and I think I got out of the habit of being on all the time because the signal was so bad, and we were away for kind of 2 weeks, and habits get broken so easily. And in fact, that I did want to do a video, and it's on a really sad subject, but I kind of wanted to do a video about that. This is probably not the forum for it, because it's all about health and wellness, but just one of our lovelies is in a bit of a, not having a good time. And I've been private messaging her. So I wanted to do a video about that, and I was kind of like, should I, shouldn't I? And then I was kind of like, Yeah. So yeah, I do need to, I mean, let me know what you want to see me do videos on, because I do like the cooking videos. And of course, it's quite difficult with the lights in my kitchen, when it gets dark. And then when I'm home from work and trying to do them in the evening weeks, trying to cook. And then, it's when am I going to do that? And they do take a while because you need to keep moving the camera, and I can't just, it's like the other night, I had to keep rushing back to get the bread out of the oven, and they take a while to edit. I still got a trip, to, Cromer, that we went on, which is in Norfolk, which is fantastic. And I completely forgot to edit it. So I need to dig that out, but it's on my phone. So I'm going to have to wait, for the phone. So yeah, become a reviewer of the Ninja products and their products. Yeah. I think so. I did actually get as far as clicking on a link to do it. And then I was kind of like, the messages that are coming through, I'm getting less messages now, although I'm getting some new messages for the earlier videos. Yeah, we're kind of over 19,000, like 19,200 at the moment. And I think the reason it stopped growing over the last week is because I've stopped posting daily. And I've been trying to prize Wink out of his shed. And he's like, not now, because I'm in the middle of something. And he's like, and he's just like, so yeah, we're going to do a live from Wink's shed, because I know you're enjoying him. And I do want to do some more health ones. I do want to do some more mindset ones, because, I want to help people with mindset and staying positive. And I've been just a rubbish example, although I'm not beating myself up, but I've got into some, bad habits over Christmas, just piling my plate high because it's healthy. Doesn't mean, I can eat enough to feed 10 people, so I'm kind of curbing that at the moment. And I think working, helping in the shop and not being able to just eat something else, I'll just make another smoothie and like pile a load of stuff in, because I can't do that in the shop. Oh, yes, Elena, that would be a good idea. Mushroom ideas for people who don't like them. Yeah, because I've been hiding mushrooms in dishes, admittedly with meat, but there's loads of Quorn products, and you by the time you've got the flavours in, you can't taste the mushrooms. So yeah, I will do that, because mushrooms are really, really good. Yes, he did, didn't he, Diane? Charles Dickens started with publishing like a chapter a week in the newspaper. And I think that's something, and also it means you can get it out there before it's finished. And it means you have a deadline, so you have to do it. You can't put it to the back of the queue. And also it helps you to judge the popularity of it. So I may do a little ebook, and then kind of go from there. Maybe do the first few chapters and then finish the book and do it as a whole book. But I would like to actually have a physical book as well. That would be quite nice. But if it's an online book, I'd like to do an Audible version of it, because that's how I consume all my books. And in fact, I know that you can get Proteinaholic as an Audible book, but I cannot get to it. I need to ring Audible, and that was on one of my lists to do, because I want to listen to that book. I don't want to be reading it, because I just know I won't get around to reading it. My phone is totally not working. It's totally, all it can do, it can't even hook onto an internet. All it can do is say unable to activate. In fact, I think I show it. It's fully charged. It's just dead. Apple have agreed that it just doesn't work anymore. It just says unable to activate. Please contact Apple. So it just doesn't work. So I can't even use it as a calculator. Can't use it as a torch. I literally, it's just a useless piece of technology, but I'll have a new one soon. Chest and buy frozen chops. Your phone telling you chest and buy frozen chopped onions. Not sure what chest is. I can't work out what that was. Just fry. I don't know what that would be. Let me know what that word is, Diane. Sorry. Perhaps put your books chapters up one by one on a blog. Yeah, and there's lots of ways to do that, Robin. Lots of ways to do that. And I need to get together with Paul, really. And also I've got, in fact, are you still on, Madge? Because I was talking to a UK national newspaper, and he very much wants to see photographs of me meeting up with my UK YouTube fans. So if you're up for some photos on Thursday, you could be in the national press, but that's up to you. It'd be lovely if you would. Anyway, I'd love to get some pictures so that the lovelies can see you. And Elena sent me a load of pictures about the memorial to Jimi Hendrix, because it's near where she lives, and she sent us a video, and it was just so lovely to hear her voice. It's just like, you see the little dinky thing up there, and you get to know people, and the backs and forwards comments and stuff, and lol, and hearts and love, and all that happens, and then you hear somebody's voice, and it's just like, oh, that was lovely. So it was really nice. So if any of you want to send me videos, you're more than welcome on Messenger. I'm looking forward to reading your book. Your phone is totally all right. Okay, hang on. Perhaps put your books. Yeah, hang on. What I do is when I start talking, I start just doing this with my hand, and I get completely lost in the comments. Portobello mushrooms. Portobello mushrooms. If you cook them right, it's like a steak. It's like fills you up like a steak sandwich. They're just delicious. They're like the meat on your plate. They don't taste, they're just, they're just delicious. So yeah, a lot of people eat garlic mushrooms as a starter, but wouldn't eat mushrooms kind of unless they're disguised. So garlic is a good one to really disguise, and garlic's so good for you. No, I qualify for student aid. No student aid right now because Trump shut the government down. He gets all that down my money keeps for keeping immigrants out. Yeah, I don't really watch a lot of news, Deborah. Student aid. I don't know what question you're answering there. You're probably answering someone else's question there. I bought a Ninja on your recommendation. Yay! And I wasn't out there to sell it. And I just thought, this is how these YouTube people give up their day jobs and spend all day creating amazing content and helping people, because every time someone buys a Ninja, they get some money for it. So yeah, I need to kind of look into that. But I think at the time I was overwhelmed with messages, and I kind of need somebody like what I'm doing for the eye repair shop I'm doing. I need someone like that to come and organise me. I'm like, you would think I was the most organised person on the planet, the way I'm like, we need this and we need that, and if we do it that way, and if we use this process, and that will save time, then you won't get interrupted, and then this would be better, and then we can track it like this, then that wouldn't happen. And it's just, when you jump into somebody else's situation, you can, not that it's not going brilliantly, it's just that, two people can't be doing everything at once when they've got the back of a phone open and they're fixing it, or an iPad or something, or, and I was just thinking, I need someone to come and streamline my life for me. Where's Snow? She's an organiser. Come and organise me, Snow babes. Nova Scotia. Hi, Karen. I said hello to you. Nova Scotia. I should say I want to get my vitamin D up without tasting the mushrooms. Okay. Right. Well, I will do some whizzy vegetable things like spaghetti bolognese, but with a meat substitute. All the flavours in there. If you whiz the mushrooms up, you cannot taste them. They're just all the same texture. Whiz everything up so it's the same texture. I've been doing it for ages for my son because he only eats broccoli. And he's getting worse and worse at broccoli now. It's almost done. Mental health or suicide prevention. Yeah, it's so important. It's so important to, I think if we can get more people eating right, you just feel better. That helps that immensely straight away. Garlic sauce doesn't taste like mushroom. Yeah. Sue, where do I find your email address? Okay, it is. You could actually, it's on this website, which is where the mugs are. And it is where my Meta 7 is for the UK. And that's all working again now. And I shipped some out today. Let me give you my email. It's sue.loveyourlife. sue.loveyourlife at gmail.com. See, I cannot talk and type. Sue, love your life. So that's my email address. My email address is probably the last thing I check. I need to get into the habit of checking that more regularly. I created that email address at the beginning of the year. It was part of me, last year, part of my kind of, I'm going to have the best year ever, which I did. And it was all about loving your life. I just want to love my life every single last minute of it, you know. And I did that because I had another email address that I just get so much junk. It's just, I can never find any emails. It's too arduous. It takes I can spend 2 hours just deleting and unsubscribing and deleting and unsubscribing. And it's just it's such a waste of time. I almost want to just switch that off, but actually I wouldn't want to do that actually because it's linked to various social media accounts and that'll be terrible. Yes, you're here. Chrissy, hang on a sec, Deborah. Yes, manic at times. Right, I've got some questions here. So that's my email address, Seeker. 19K, wow. Yeah, 19, it's just amazing. So we're heading for the 20K, mark, which I should do a celebratory video. I might have to bake a cake. Thank you. I love garlic. I'm so excited. Mine has a piece of taste of oxygen smoothies. Last like a cooking. That takes oxygen. Mine has a piece that takes the oxygen out of smoothies. Makes them last longer. Oh, right. Okay. I see what you mean. Videos, trips, positive thoughts, whatever you find interesting. A lot of you follow me on Facebook and, I didn't know whether I was doing lots of mindset videos. And I've got out of the habit of that. Are those the sorts of videos that you think people will be interested to see on YouTube? Let me know, those of you who are following me on Facebook, because that was, you know, it's kind of instant mindset and pick you up stuff. So yeah, I've kind of everything. I feel like I've been missing in action and then the phone and you know, I'm just making excuses. I've just got out of the habit and I've been doing this job since the 2nd of January, most days, because you know, we're kind of starting up and trying to set it all up so I can kind of, you know, it's like tidy your bedroom, then you can, you know, sort out, you know, then you can live in it peacefully, you know, but the whole tidying it up is like a bun fight. Not that that's what this business is like at all. It's just that, you know, I think I would have gone insane, trying to run a business as successful as theirs is with just, the two of them, you know, because it means they're taking work home, they're just working all the time, they're just exhausting themselves. I'm a food addict like Jack is. It's funny, the amount I've been eating this January, I'm wondering if I'm a bit of a love to just stuff a load of food in, but it's healthy food. Yeah, I've got myself into a bad habit, which I'm kind of broken now, already. I'm totally available to help people with mental health problems for sure. Oh, that's fantastic. You might be able to, help me help people, absolutely, and comment on my posts. Because you will have seen my Facebook posts and my videos, won't you, Jackie? Me too. I'm both bipolar type 1. I will have to look up type 1. You seem, actually, that was something when I was depressed, when I was on my antidepressants, my doctor said you have kind of mild cyclothymia, which is when your moods go like this. And he said, if you don't treat that, it can turn into bipolar. And I just thought, oh, I don't want that, you know, because I know a lady in my village that, was diagnosed as bipolar and she literally wasn't the same person again. She was kind of a bit like a zombie, you know, and she just stopped everything. And, she was on a lot of meds and it was just like, she looked totally different because her facial expression was like a different person. So I need to find out more about that. But yeah, I would be like manically up and then just like sitting on the sofa, playing Candy Crush Saga to some ridiculous in the hundreds and hundreds level that I got to. Puree your mushroom and add it to veggies as a sauce. Yeah, that's a really good idea. Jackie, are you Debbie? Time to dash. Bye, Robin, sweetheart. Thanks for joining in. Looking at the time here. Chrissy, Wink can do a series from his shed with the woodworking or modelling building. The one you did was awesome. Oh, right. I'm glad you like that, Chrissy. It was the most difficult one to edit because the microphone on his phone kept going loud and then silent and loud and silent. And it was just awful quality. And then he would make this huge noise with a tool, and then his microphone would go silent, and then he'd go, so what I'm doing is this, and he would speak really quiet, and you couldn't really hear him. So I was trying to turn the volume up so you could hear what he was saying, because that was at the time when you were saying, speak up, stop mumbling, we can't hear you, Wink. And he did take a lot of footage. And then I did one with music, and nobody liked the music one. They found the music irritating. Well, not nobody. Some people didn't like the music. They wanted to hear what was going on. And then he keeps going, well, I'm just drilling a hole. It's not really very exciting, is it? I'm just drilling a hole. People won't want to see that. And I'm like, yeah, they will. So we will do some live from the shed, because honestly, his painter's whites are beige. He's just covered in sawdust. And he's so excited. He's so excited. That's a good idea. Yeah, I got to the point when I was depressed where I didn't really get excited about anything. I wouldn't be going, oh my God! That just didn't happen anymore. I just wouldn't do that. I go, oh, it's really exciting. And I went on my whole safari honeymoon like that, and our immediate honeymoon, because we had to wait a year and a bit because it was the wrong time of year to go before we went on that. Even the kind of the wedding, I was really, don't get me wrong, I was really excited, but how I am now, how that whole event, the wedding I'd waited like 48 years to happened when I was depressed and I didn't even know it, So it took me a long time to realise that the lights never fully went on. It was like I was running with this little dim battery and this faint little light that looked like light behind my eyes, but it wasn't really there. And I need to talk more about how I got myself out of that. And I promised to do that on my Facebook group and on Facebook. And maybe I need to do that on here as well. Because there are different people, different strokes for different folks. Chrissy Moore needs to do a mushroom cookbook. I love mushrooms, but good Lord, what do you do with them for an entire month? Oh, do you know what? You can put them in anything, because basically mushrooms is what they make meat alternative products out. Just loads of texture stuff for vegans they make out of mushrooms. They're in a huge amount of stuff. And you can pulverize them to a liquid as well. So you can really change the texture of them. Yes, you're here. Right, Madge, you're here. Oh my, yes, I will do that for you. So yes, it would be lovely. Should be done by 4 p.m. Have you shared your email on here? Yeah, because you're not on Facebook. I'll do it again. It's sue.loveyourlife. sue.loveyourlife@gmail.com. sue.loveyourlife@gmail.com. Right, okay. And just in case because it's very hard to find comments, because you have to get to this bit of the video to see all the live comments. So it's a nightmare if someone messages me on here. So if someone wants to message me about something on one of the live videos we do, if you can put it in the comments, because I always look at the comments, but there'll be like 4 going, hi Sue, great to see you. And the bulk of the conversation will be in the live. And then I basically have to watch the whole video to find it or try and remember where things were. So, this Love Your Life, this that I'm moving about now, this here, when you go on that and you click on that website, contact, it has my sue.loveyourlife@gmail.com, because I'm not at the moment paying for hosting an email, which would be sue@loveyourlife.love. because that's the extension. So I've got my regular Gmail, which is kind of the new one I've had since the beginning of, since a year. I've had it roughly a year now since I started that one. And I thought that was so much more me, loving your life, rather than my name at gmail.com. I've always wanted to help others. I hide behind smiles. I didn't laugh for 10 years. Teddy, sweetheart. I know exactly what that's like, because not one person I knew that I was depressed. And I think I was depressed for probably six years. And that's a long time. And 10 years is even longer. But, you know, it's not everyone's so intuitive. I can spot people a mile off now because I've gone through some stuff myself, which is why I feel that I can help people with positivity. And I think that's what drew a lot of you guys to me, because I was just endlessly positive. When I look back at the videos now, they just make me feel so sick and so angry, because I didn't realise what rubbish was being done to me, and I didn't realise how ill I was getting, because I am a glass half full person. I'm always looking for the silver lining completely. Always have done that, even when depressed. Someone go, oh, this happened. I go, well, the good thing about that is blah, 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 blah. I've always been that sort of person. And I think I just skipped you doodad, and you all had me. You all had my back. Ha ha. Pardon the pun. But you did. I looked forward to seeing, and I was answering all the comments, and then it was like so out of hand I couldn't answer them. Then I was up all hours of the night answering them, and I was so grateful to have so many comments come back. I had a few. I had one from the first video going on about I don't know, that I didn't wash properly or something like that, and something about the nurse needs to be taught how to clean a mirror properly, and it looks like the patient hasn't washed her hair for weeks. Hasn't brushed her hair for weeks. And it's like, well, no, I tried to make it curly because I forgot my hairbrush when I went on holiday. And then I couldn't wash my hair anyway because I couldn't bend over. And it's just like... So I've had a few weird comments, but I'm still getting comments. Hang on a second. Let me go back to this. Hang on. Oh my God, it's Thursday tomorrow, isn't it, Madge? Right. Okay. Thanks, Madge. I'm still working on Tuesday. So that's what happens when you go to bed at 4:30 in the morning. You're still in the same day, really. Let me have a look. Hang on a sec. It's funny how we've lost. Hang on. Mushroom Cookbook. Yes, I'm here. Jackie, oh dear, well, I suffer from depression myself, but I taught myself ways to help myself 30 odd years ago. Well done. Well done. And the thing is, the thing with the things you teach yourself is you think because you know it, everybody else knows it. Or that, oh, everyone must know that. Surely everyone knows that. Because you've known it for so long, and you forget that there was a point in time when you didn't know that. And this is why I did a lot of my videos on YouTube. And some of them have got like 800 comments and views, and like, it just went so crazy I couldn't manage it. And so I need to get back to doing that because people found them really beneficial, and I feel like I've kind of, left the party a little bit. So I need to get back onto that. But, lots of the comments that you lovelies make are just, like edify what I'm saying and add, give me something else to talk about. So that I can kind of expand on a point, or it might trigger me to remember an example or somebody that I know. In fact, yeah, we should do one. And I wanted to hop on live with this lovely that I was helping, not to kind of put it out in the public because, it's confidential, but, and then I thought I wouldn't be, I don't know, I'd be like, hi, how are you? Hi, hey, oh, it's snowing, is it? And it's too serious a topic, to be, it would be disrespectful. So I think I might need to do a video about it, and then we comment on the comments, and I might do a live Facebook about it, or I think I might be able to go live on Facebook and on YouTube at the same time. I need to work out how to do that because I know I do have quite a large Facebook audience, and they're not on this stream, and they're not watching the videos. They're more kind of into some of the other stuff I do. So maybe I need to cross-pollinate it. We could do a series from the shed. Sorry, I've done this thing moving up and down. I've got lost. Yes, I get manic at times. Sorry. Chrissy needs to do mushroom cookbook. Right, I've seen that again. Yes, I'm here. Sorry, I've got behind. Isn't it funny how we lost feel without a phone? Yeah, it is because I can't just go, and I didn't have my iPad with me. So, and to be honest, I've been trying to put some post receipts onto their accounts for them because they haven't put any of their receipts through since before Christmas. And I do that for my own business. And all day Thursday, I sorted the receipts out, then someone came in, so I put them away again, then I got them out again, then I put them away again, I got them out and I put them away. Every time I got them out, someone came in or the phone rang or I had to get a book out. And so I thought, I'll just do the post receipts. There's only 5. I'll start there. I didn't even get the date of the first receipt in the bit of software because every time I went, right, okay, that's done. Right, let me do that receipt now. Hi, how can I help you? It's literally, it's just like literally, I didn't, and it's just like, this is why I think, how did they manage? So yeah, I thought I would be able to do a few little texts and, I've managed to reply to a few things when I've gone outside, for a 2-minute break or something, just to get out in the fresh air. Oh dear, will I suffer from depression myself? Yep. Sorry, Jackie, that's your thing. Your comment, I've read that. Oh, thank you. Oh yes, I will do it. Yes, I'll read your email. Okay. I'm not creative either. I mostly stir-fried them. This is about mushrooms. Excellent that you're all sharing between you while I'm gabbling on. But I'm apparently not a good stir-fryer. I seem to ruin my napper carriage every time I try. Okay, try a different oil. I don't know what oil you're doing. And are you doing it really... Maybe you're doing it too quickly. And you know what? Sometimes I find with brassicas, like I was stir-frying my sprouts, and sometimes the other ingredient, like the onions and the peppers, do really quickly if you're chucking everything in together, and then they start burning a bit, the cabbage, and maybe sometimes it's nice to kind of like steam it for a little bit so it's a little bit softer and it's a slightly different flavour. That might help. I don't know what a Napa cabbage is. We've probably got a different name for it in the UK. Sue, do you have the app Marco Polo? But there isn't time limit. All the lovelies should download that app. Really feels so personal. No, I haven't come across that, darling. I have to look at that. Thanks for the suggestion. Maybe Chrissy, you could do raw vegan shampoos, hair colour, face wash. People would love that. Yeah, I actually everything that I use on my skin, in my house, all my nutrition products, toothpaste, makeup, everything is all vegan, no nasties, absolutely nothing. I use absolutely, if all the Arbonne products, I think they're just the best things I've ever used on the planet. And that's where that's how I discovered my probiotic. It's how I lost a lot of my weight. It's how I turned vegan. So I already have those, but I don't like to be on there going, my hair colour lasts so long, because my vegan Arbonne shampoo is amazing. Literally nothing touches it. It's just like amazing. So I do already use those, but I didn't really want to go on going, buy my product, but it was not my product, but I was so impressed with it all that, I became a consultant for it, because, people go, oh, your skin looks amazing. It's just like, I use this. Really? I use that, and I know some of you lovelies have, got the protein. It's the probiotic of some 400 or 500 products they make. That is my favourite product of theirs. Hands down is the probiotic. I literally wouldn't leave town without it. So I kind of haven't done that, and I didn't want, I kind of felt that if I was talking about that, I didn't want people to think that I was just on here so that I could recommend my Arbonne products, because that's not what the YouTube channel was about at all. But yeah, everything in the house is vegan, cruelty free, has been for like almost 39 years, like not got on a bandwagon, trailblazed. I think they're their products are brilliant. I think they're amazing. And I think I just love all their products. I kind of use those. I'm finding, right, don't know if I'm going to do food and brain chemistry goes hand. It does. You are what you eat. You are totally what you consume. I'm just such a believer of that. You know, all my, like, depression, it starts with what you put in your mouth. Seriously, guys. And if your gut isn't working, you know, at full strength, you're not going to be making enough dopamine. It's just like 95% of your serotonin, is made in your gut. If you've been eating McDonald's and fast food and processed food and loads of meat and all of that and fizzy pop cola drinks, if that's what your diet's been, and it is what lots of people's diet is, because, you know, we've been told eat meat, drink milk, eat cheese, it's good for you, eat eggs, you know, have this, you know, Sunny D, the best orange juice ever, Nutella, a great way to send your kids off to school, you know, Weetabix or Wheat Bix, I don't know what you have in the state. But, you know, we believed all of this. This is what we were told. You know, and people can't, you know, people are getting a like on Facebook to get a little bit of a, you know, serotonin, a little bit of dopamine hit, because the food isn't giving it to them. But let's make it in our gut. This is why I go on and on and on about probiotics. If you look back, I've been going on about probiotics since way before my cyst came up, you know, absolutely way before that. So I absolutely believe the chemistry of your brain goes with the chemistry of your body, and the food you eat makes all the body's chemistry work. You know, it's brain food. There's a reason that's a little phrase. Sorry, I've got this frog, which I'm so busy talking, I'm not clearing. Okay, I've done this. I must stop touching the cursor when I'm talking. Yes, please, I really need to meet my mindset. Okay, Seeker, absolutely. Are you on Facebook with me as well? Because you've all got different names on YouTube and stuff. And I cannot find some, I can't find out how to look up one of my subscribers and send them a YouTube private message. It's just like a nightmare. All it wants is me to just look at your demographics. I don't want to know the demographics. I want to find one person. I don't know. Let me know if you are, because I know lots of you have like different names on different, things. Yeah, I know. I've got it right here. I just need to lean forward, shut my mouth for 2 seconds. And have a drink. I haven't drunk enough today. Right. Hopefully it will stay great. Hopefully it will stay well maintained. Jackie, what are you talking about there? It's under control, Debbie. Is that depression you're talking about, Jackie, being under control and being well maintained? The job is where I bought this wonderful MacBook Pro from, and where we got Wink's machine sorted out so that he could, so that we could actually run this program. So if it wasn't for you, I would never have met these absolutely fabulous ladies, mother and daughter team. It's a new, Apple certified, they're Apple certified technicians. So they repair Apple products. So when you break your screen, if the microphone stops breaking, this even Apple can't repair. So, but they did an amazing job getting to the bottom and helping me get it sorted. So I noticed that when they were trying to find this for me, this is a second-hand one. It's like nearly new. It's amazing, but like, you know, much more in my budget, and I love it. And they know, you know, it's just like, it's so nice to know a human being that actually really does know about. So how do you do that? Oh, you just do that. Click, 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 click. Yeah, iTunes like this. Da, da, da. It's just so nice to have human beings that can be next to you and go, you press that button and you do that and you do, because you know how you're afraid to press buttons if you, oh, hang on, let me Google it once more. Oh, I don't have that option on my, you know, all that. And then you go, oh, I'll do it later. And then you never do these things. It was just like, they're in Beaconsfield and they are amazing. And so I just felt like I'd made new friends. I kept going and everybody, oh, don't worry, no. Oh, just, you know, buy it yourself because you'll get a good deal, you know. No, I'd rather buy it from you, support the small business. And I just felt like I'd made friends. And I just said, look, you seem like up the wall busy here. Like you're so busy, you know, cause we only found out the shop's been there since, October, and Wink spotted it in November. And it's like, oh, I don't have to drive to Watford. Obviously I am having to drive to Watford tomorrow, and that's great. Because I'm going to meet Madge tomorrow. Woo-woo! So excited. But, you know, it's a laborious drive from there. The traffic's always a nightmare. It takes ages. You know, you just have to give up half a day to it. You know, and it's just like, it puts you off going to get your Apple product sorted out. And I just thought it was brilliant. I said, look, you know, I work from home. You know, I'm my own boss. If you want a hand, just give me a call. I'd love to help you. And she went, oh, we might just call you up on that. I said, yeah, call me. You know, she had my number anyway, because I was already a thoroughly happy customer. And then I got this little call just before Christmas. We couldn't take you up on it. And so that's how the job happened. Just people helping people. And it's great for me because it gives me a bit of an income, gets me out of the house. And, you know, I feel really energized and that I'm helping people. So, it's a win-win. So that's the job. And in a sec, you're all chatting away, and I've been touching the screen again. I'm going to have to put my hands on my head when I'm talking, just get out of this habit. 'Cause I'm rereading all these comments going, where am I? Laurie, right, I've got to that. Depression is the most awful thing, Jackie. It trashes lives. It pulls people apart. It breaks up marriages. It's just an awful thing. And it's a bit of an epidemic. And this is what I talk about on Facebook, about it being an epidemic. And, you know, really, you know, there are mechanisms that work if you just do them, if you just have a little bit of support and a little bit of help. You know, even from strangers across the oceans, you know, we all have this connection. We all actually care about each other. You know, it's just, you know, I'll go, oh, have you heard from so-and-so, I hope she's all right. And it's, oh yes, I was talking to her, like, you know, it's like we're a massive group of friends that actually haven't met. And some of you I haven't heard your voices. Some of you I know what you look like, because I've seen you on Facebook. Some of you don't even have your own picture up on Facebook. You've got a dog up there or a horse or something, you know, and that's fine too. But it's really, thanks. It'd be really, really great. We could certainly help some people with depression, because mine's never coming back ever. And this is the time of year for me, because I think I have slightly a little bit of SADS, because I should have been born on the equator and never wavered off it. That is me in my happy environment. You know, give me a banana leaf and the sun above me, and that is my natural habitat, you know. And I love the sun. I'm not a sun worshipper because I get completely bored, and I hate reading in the sun because of that. And then I'll have a book shape on me. Should I read like that? And then I'll have a mark there. And I just can't do it. I never have. I do things. I go and collect shells if I'm on the beach, and I do stuff. I was as brown as a berry before I got my, cyst. And that was just from, not even sitting in the shade because it was too bright. My iPad kept overheating when I was doing social media. So, you know, I was under a brolly all summer, and I was still as brown as a berry because I just do stuff in the outdoors. I like being outdoors. But yeah, maybe we can do something together with depression. We can get our heads together over that, Jackie. Seeker's saying, yeah. In fact, I was actually going to do an online course on Facebook, like a kind of a mentored online course with exercises, work to do, homework. And I was going to write that course. And that's, I collected, it's on a note on my iPad. I collected I don't know, there are about 35 people were like, yes, I definitely would like to do that course. And it's just, I just got overwhelmed and didn't do that. And I need to focus myself better. I need to get a lot more efficient. And I'm teaching the efficiency skills, in the business I'm working in at the moment, with the lovely Ronnie and Cara. And I need to sometimes take my own medicine. But sometimes I think it's easy to see from the outside. It's like, I always thought it would be easier to teach someone tennis. It's easier to see someone how they didn't have the racket in the right place and why they missed that ball and why it didn't go over the net because of the way they hit it, than actually to be a good tennis player yourself, because, you can see from a point of perspective. I don't know. I always used to think that, I can see exactly what she's doing wrong, but I can't hit it over the net myself. I don't know. That's just a little analogy. I remember thinking that when I was about 14. It's like, why, if I can see what everyone's doing wrong, can I not actually be good at playing tennis myself? Yep. Yeah. I think so many of you lovelies have had trauma in your lives. It's amazing. I'm a private message with a lot of people, and I know quite a lot about lots of people's lives that they've, I feel honoured that they've shared with me. Wink's got a guitar neck here. Would you like to see Wink's guitar neck? I know it's not strictly health and wellness, but he is so proud. He's standing stroking it next to me. Would you like to see? Let me see. I've got to work out where I've been. Right. Hang on. How far behind am I? No, I haven't got any comments on that yet, my darling. Hang on a sec. I'm going to let him show you because he's not going to go away otherwise. Yes, Elena said yes. Yes, badgers up, right. Sorry, I called you badgers up. Chris has got thumbs up. That was meant to be. You see, you can tell I haven't eaten, can't you? Right, here's Wink. Look at this. Okay, because we're talking about a serious subject, so I need to get back to my lovelies. Look at that. You're moving it too fast. It will be a great blur. Shall I help you move it? Yeah. Right, this is the headstock.
That's the little slot for the nut to go in.
That's the little slot that he's cut beautifully. See how beautifully made it is. Look, he's got his file on that. See how he's filed those all beautifully. All beautifully. And can you see how round the back of the guitar is? He's done that all beautifully. Look how beautiful it is. This is why he's covered. He's got the rest of what was the square bit of this on his painter's trousers.
Oh no, they're ruined.
They're ruined. You won't let me wash them. Oh, they don't need washing.
No,
So I'm only going to get paint on them again.
They might need washing this time.
So that is... So he's been basically working non-stop on this. Look at that. So there we go. It feels beautiful to hold, darling. I can imagine that feeling comfortable on your hand. So there you go. Well done, darling.
I made a neck.
Darling, I'm going to be finishing soon because I'm absolutely
Marvin. Me too.
Starving. Cockney rhyming slang for those of you who don't know. Very nice. They're all saying like, ha ha, Sue. Oh, you were laughing at me calling you badger up. So sorry. They did sound a bit funny, but because I could see the thumbs and brain and reading. 'Tis a thing of beauty. Mary Beth, oh yeah, no, he hasn't gone. I thought he'd slipped out again into the shed. Mary Beth saying, gorgeous. It's a thing of beauty, says Madge, who I am meeting tomorrow in Watford.
Nice.
I don't know if you're working tomorrow, but maybe you could come and meet her as well. That'd be fantastic.
I'm working tomorrow.
Oh, he's working.
Maidenhead.
Oh, he's going to be in Maidenhead, Madge, finishing at 4:30, so it's just going to be a nightmare. Miss Alice looked like he's taken the burrs off it. Yeah, he has. He's used his special fret sanding tool, which Finian gave Wink for Christmas, which he's been dying to use, but he had to wait for the next to arrive.
My Luther file.
What's it called?
A Luther file.
A Luther file. A Luthophile. I don't know why that's called that. Teddy, that is for, I think that's for the Mexican Skull cigar box, which the lovely Susan sent us, or Wink. And he's also making, Teddy, if you go and look at our live video from last night, he's actually he's making a cigar box guitar out of, an old violin. And he's made that fretboard from scratch, that one. So he's made all the holes and everything. And he explained about it yesterday. So go and have a look on that one. I'm starting to do the toilet wiggle dance here. Cause I've been on for, I don't know, nearly 2 hours now without a break. But I think so. I quite like the break sometimes, but also sometimes I think, everybody disappears and gets distracted, and people that just come on and get cut off, and they've I don't know about the break, but it's easier when you're trying to look at videos. It's not just such a big chunky video to watch, but you can watch it in bits, because when you cancel off out of YouTube and you go back onto that video, it has a little bit like Netflix, tells you where you got to. Right, I've gone way past, back to Sarah Quell, no problem, anytime, Sue. Okay, it's Hereditary. Is that bipolar being Hereditary, Deborah? The sequel has been amazing. Barlow's. That's medication, I'm guessing. I can't remember what I took for cyclothymia. It was a very mild antidepressant that helped to kind of take the highs and the lows off and kind of make you a little bit in the middle. But I guess that's kind of taking the edge off things, making you seem a bit different, is probably how a lot of the antidepressants work. But then I'm not an expert on medicine. This is where we need Dr. G on for that. It's lonely suffering that no one can see. Yeah, it is. Carol, hi Carol. It is lonely, and it's also, you're in your own head all the time. It's a very self-absorbed it's kind of a selfish thing, because you're just thinking about yourself and how you're not happy and how that wasn't what, and that it's just feeling so low and miserable. So you're introspective, you're within your own head, you're in your own head. You have to get everything out of your head, and everything gets pulled in. And you can't pull a human into your head. You can't pull somebody else's thoughts. You can pull their words in, but it's always in respect to how they made you feel. And, that must be because I'm not good enough, because that person's so much better because they did that. I wasn't expecting them to say that. Maybe I said the wrong thing. Maybe, did I upset them? And this is why when one of you lovelies says, I didn't hear from you, have I upset you? It breaks my heart, because I know what it feels like to think when somebody hasn't messaged you back, oh gosh, maybe they didn't like that comment. Maybe I upset them. Oh gosh. And then you wrangle with that, because I suffered from that pretty much until a year ago in last September, of not thinking I was good enough. I wasn't always depressed, but at the back of my head, I didn't think I was good enough. So it's a very lonely place if you keep everything in your head. It is lonely. And, you feel you can't say anything about it because it's boring for everyone else. Nobody wants to be around a party pooper. But, your real friends will be there for you, because they will be the ones that can see you as you really are. Those that think they're not attractive, or they're ugly, or their legs aren't long enough, or their, hair's rubbish, or they haven't got a big enough house, if that's even important in life, really. I've got a funny voice, or I don't like my laugh, I don't like my smile, I always laugh about it, laugh quietly, or just, very just not good enough even for themselves. I know what it's like, to feel that. And the people that really love you, they don't see that. I had a boyfriend once who I met him, and the weekend after I met him, well, in fact, actually, he asked me out and I thought, oh, actually it was nice, but I don't think I want you to be my boyfriend, but it was nice going out those few times. He got so upset that he ended up getting blind drunk and he crashed his car. And he hit his face on the steering wheel and he had a split his cheek open that much. He bit off half his tongue. He lost a load of teeth and a load of bone in his gum. And he had a scar right up here. He was really lucky he didn't lose his eye. And I couldn't he phoned me up from the hospital and said, oh, you'll never guess, I'm in Stoke Mandeville Hospital. I only had a car crash that night. He didn't tell me for a very long time that he was so upset that I didn't want to go out with him that he had a car crash. I'm laughing now because it's in the past. I'm not meaning to be disrespectful. But all his friends left him. It's really funny. And he did a really stupid thing. But then we found out that he was so drunk he wasn't actually driving. His mate was driving, but told him he was driving, and they all left him in the car and dragged him in front of the steering wheel. He'd hit his face on the dashboard. So he lost all his friends in that. He had to learn to speak again, and everything. And it was a giant Frankenstein thing up his face. And do you know what? I didn't even notice it. I didn't notice it. And, you know, the people that love you, they don't notice whether you've got a wonky tooth or, you know, whether you haven't brushed a hair. Obviously, you know, if you're watching one's YouTube channel, when one is having one's back cut open and one's hair's a bit messy, you know, strangers might notice that, but who cares what they think? So anyway, I've just had a little shabbly chat about that. I can't take antidepressants. They make me manic. Well, I don't know enough about medicine, but there are an awful lot of antidepressants. I would literally start by changing what you put in your mouth and getting your gut clean and healthy. Literally. It is a game changer with depression. It's a game changer. Totally. You're high on the fuel we were supposed to be eating. We've talked about that a lot, but, you know, Kathy, I don't know what you're taking, probiotic, get a good probiotic. Literally, you will not believe how different it will make you feel. You'll sleep better as well. And then you won't be so tired. You'll fall asleep quicker. You'll have more energy. And it's amazing when you have more energy, how you feel like doing things that sitting there, not doing anything, being in like, you know, playing games on your phone, morning, noon and night, you know, not opening the curtains, not brushing your teeth, not doing, you know, all of those things. The less you do, the less energy you have to do. But when you change your health, you know, you could on a whim of excitement go, right, get all that rubbish out of the house, put all these things in the house, only eat that, don't buy any cream cakes or whatever, and take a good probiotic because you are worth it, and see how that might change you. Because, you know, all drugs, especially mind-altering drugs, they all came from the plant, the root, the sap, the leaf, the berry, the fruit. You know, that's where all our medicines came from originally. They all came out of the ground. And we've learnt to, you know, make things chemically. Right, let me see if I can get to the GABA. I've heard, you see, I can't read the GABA, but in my head I can hear Dr. Gilmore saying that I've been abused most of my life, so I need to I need to help. You need help, sorry, can't read, staying in a good mindset. Right, you've got that, babes. I don't know, I asked you if you're on Facebook, and I don't know if you are a seeker. Let me know if you are. Because I don't think you're seeker in Facebook if you are, because Messenger it's the thing I check the most, because it's quite hard. I don't know how to get someone's attention in YouTube if I'm messaging them. Like, I tried to get the 84 people that wanted to order a mug. I've messaged them all privately, replying to their message, and most of them haven't seen it. You know, so I don't know how to get people's attention in YouTube. But I understand a lot of people don't want to be on Facebook, and that's fine too. But you could have a completely private profile and use Messenger to chat. I don't know if anyone's got a better idea of how to have a more personal one-on-one. Because I do, you guys who are on Facebook with me, you know that I always reply to your messages every day. And I would like to help you, stay in it. Oh, if I shake the thing, my pointer goes really big. Is that an Apple thing or I don't know what that is. I've discovered a new thing, so I'm still playing. There are a lot of lovelies have suffered abuse in their life and some real, just the most awful things that I'm just like, how are you literally still, so positive, how have you got over that? Because, I was depressed, but there was no real massive thing that happened to me. That's just how I was. Little bits. It'll be in my book. That's what's going to be in my book. Teddy, yes, I follow you on Facebook, but as you're cooking and talking, they tie together. Unfortunately, I'm a non-purging bulimic, and I do fight several mental problems, but I work hard to contain it. Yeah, bulimia is all up here, isn't it? It's all to do with self-esteem and worthiness, feeling worth it, and being able to have control over something, I think. Yeah, we are. You're Teddy, aren't you, in Facebook? Do you know what would be a great idea? Some of you've got the same name. If you've got a different YouTube name to a different Facebook name, can you Facebook message me and tell me what your YouTube name is so I can join the dots? Because some of you have different pictures as well. Right, let me just have a look. Follow on Facebook. Yeah, I think you do, don't you? I think, yeah, I don't want to open it now because I never, as it is, I can't stop doing this with the screen. So have I. Seekabet, it's down to how strong. I tell you what, Jacqueline Strain, just so that those of you, she is amazing. Amazing. That girl has she inspires me. She's amazing. So positive. So very positive. So if you guys should hook up between you for sure. Carol, I got on well with Silatrapram. Is that how you say it?
What?
Silatrapram.
Well, I'm on.
Yeah.
Citalopram.
Am I allowed to say that?
Okay.
Citalopram. We'll do another video when Wink's here about that. If it helps, just to be very kind to yourself. Yeah, it is. You've got literally. Most of us here we're not bullies, are we? We don't bully people. We're not nasty bullies like lots of people out there. But actually, most of us are the most hideous bullies because you bully yourself all the time. Every time you go, oh, I look rubbish in that skirt. Oh, okay, I'm not wearing that. Oh, I don't even want to go now. Why did you have to eat that cake? It's just like we bully ourselves. We all have the ability to be the most awful bully, and it's ourselves we do it on. Have to be kind to yourself, Carol. You're absolutely right. You have to be kind. Just because you can't see the sun at the moment doesn't mean it won't shine again. Oh, that's lovely. I like that. It's up there. It's just over Australia at the moment. I put my email address in there. Always wanted to help others. I hide behind smiles, don't I? Oh, right. I did that one live. I think I've gone back and then forward again. How to understand, or maybe I've just gone back again. I think it'd be interesting if you made. I think it'd be interesting if you made CS with affirmation. What's CS, Teddy? Hi, Kelly. Sorry, you've been there ages probably, and I just haven't got to you. I'm very behind with the messages. I'm doing too much talking. Miss Owl, hello. How are you? Lovely for you to join us, sweetheart. Everyone's saying hello to everyone. Hi, Laurie. Laurie Bailey, how are you doing? FD, feel free to message me on Messenger if you want to chat. Laurie, okay. Right, okay, that's... Sorry, Rowena. Oh, Jackie's gone. She missed what I said about her. No! I'll have to tell her to look. It was at about 10:30. I'll tell her to look. Right. I'll check to see, but I think I'm on your Facebook. Oh, right. So you might not be that on Facebook. I'm getting, because you can't just have something like that on Facebook. You have to have two names. Mary Beth. My real name is, yes, Mary Beth. I know you, baby. I know. Yep, it is. Oh, yes, it is. Sue, I don't know what she's talking about because she's gone. If I can, I want to meet up with you all at least for one day while you're in America. Oh, you need Texas. Oh, please, please, please. Whoever wants to come and meet Wink and I, we literally will be beside ourselves with excitement. Hi, sir. Chris, so we've already chatted, Chris. You're saying hello. I'm way behind. Oh, we all want to be a better self, and we want to help other people experience being a better self. This is all things about the guitar. We'll share one day of my life. I will share one day my life. If I wasn't as positive with myself, I would have fallen off a tightrope into the dark abyss. Yeah. And I think a lot of people can say that they've been there for one reason or other. Fun to meet. I think it would have been fun to meet Wink another time. Rubbing in the lotion. Yeah, he used to work in Watford years ago. Toilet wiggle. Yeah, I'm actually having to lift it up while I do it. My eyes are even watering now, look. He used to work in Smith Street, but it's a car park now where he used to work. Darling, I'm going to have to go because I'm going to have an emergency potty break, as Dr. Gilmore calls it. I thought I was in my house keeping the kitchen. Oh, that's Wink tinkering about. Oh, he's emptying the dishwasher. That's what he's doing, Chris. CDs or Audible? CDs or Audible, is that for the book? Audible is for my book because I love listening to them. Will you be only staying with Dr. G? We've just planned to go over there and they're letting us have their barndo, but we will be going out and about and hopefully meeting. We're not travelling about because we haven't got a car and we probably wouldn't be able to afford to travel all over the place. We're going to take Finian to NASA. We're going to do some things with Finian because this has got to be for him as well. Right. Ms. Al. Oh my gosh, that's you, is it? Right. Oh, I can't take a picture. Can you please, will you all message me your YouTube names? And I'm so wiggling about now because I'm so busting for the loo. I'm sitting on it now, girls. Yeah, no, I can't do my toilet dance. I need to do the break for the borders run now. Okay, my lovelies, thank you so much for hanging in with me. I hope you've got lots of value from tonight. And I will do some videos about self-esteem. Do you know what? I did loads on Facebook. If any of you want to join me on Facebook, and you are on Facebook, or you want to open an account that's just private that only your friends can see, or only I can see, so that you can see me. It's my name, SU space V for Verhoeven, and I'll come up with blue hair. Just friend request me. So I don't friend request anybody else. So anyone that keeps getting friend requests from me, they're not from me, just to let you know, because I put someone's name in and there's 10 of them and it's just like, I don't know what she looks like. So I don't know which one it is. Right. Okay, I will look your email up and we will get messaging about that. Remember, I don't have a phone until after. Oh, we know where we're going to meet. And you know what I look like. Excellent. Okay, my darlings, thank you so much. We will see you on Wednesday. No, it's Wednesday today. Sunday. And I may have Alicia as a guest. And I've been talking to some other people. Oh, on WhatsApp. Won't be able to message them again. So I might have some more guests for you for the vegan side of it. Okay, lots of love. Promise to do more videos. And I am going to be running straight up the stairs now. You can just tell. Okay. Bye. Oh, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Where's my cursor gone? Darling, I can't find my cursor to finish the video. Okay, finish. Click end broadcast. Bye.